Welcome to my channel. So let's learn how to sew this trending basque dress with plated pleats and a bow tie at the bust area and the collar. This dress is so lovely and beautiful. So this is the drafting pattern. So here is my pattern, the front and back, and here is I use this Mikado fabric and the bridal satin for the lining part. So here is my front pattern. So I will just start drafting. Ensure you draft your basic bodice pattern. Okay, so I'll mark the neckline depth width of 4 inches and neckline depth of 4 inches. Then I'll use my French cuff to connect the neckline like so. So I'll mark the midpoint of my shoulder. I'll mark the midpoint, then I'll connect it to the bust point like so in a straight line. I'll connect to the straight line. So after connecting, I'm going to go out by my waistline by 4 inches and connect it to my armhole line with a straight line because we are cutting that out. So at the waistline, I will go out by half inches for waist tightening. I will connect it to my chest line like so and down to my hip like so. So after I do that, I will mark it. I'll number it 1 2 3. Okay, so that I will not make mistake when I'm cutting out. So I will slash my bust dart like so. Because I want to transfer the bust dart to the shoulder dart. Okay, so I'll slash it out. After slashing that, so I will just close it like so. But before closing, I need to slash the shoulder dart so that the bust dart can transfer to the shoulder dart. So this is dart transfer. To if you want to transfer your dart to your shoulder dart, this is how to go about it. It is so simple. Okay, so then you close the bust dart. You can use your masking tape or your pin to hold it that automatically the bust dart transfer to the shoulder dart like so. Then I will cut out my side piece like so because it's going to be 3. Then I'll cut out my dart line. I'll cut it out like so. So this tutorial is super easy. So this tutorial is for intermediate sewing students. So I'll cut out the neckline. So here is my piece is ready. Okay, so I'll go down from my waistline by 1 inches to draft my basque waistline. Then I'll connect it in a slant line to my hip like so. Okay, please do this before you cut out your pattern. Okay, do the basque waistline before you cut out the pattern. Okay, it's easier like that. So after I will now cut out the excesses, the where I do not want, I'll cut that out because I don't need it. So I'll cut it out like so. So my pattern is ready. For the back pattern, I will go up by 1 inch, and I will mark my basque waistline at the back pattern. Okay, after marking it out, I will cut out the unwanted part like so. So it's super easy. So I'll also mark 4 by 2 inches at the back of my neckline, not 4 by 4 by 2 inches. Okay, then I will cut out the back neckline like so. So I also mark my dart line to my midpoint of my shoulder. If you want to cut out your dart line, you can do this, but I'm not cutting. I'm leaving my back pattern like so. So I will cut out the center front of my front pattern. I will cut it out because there is supposed to be joining there. So I will cut it out like so. Okay, I hope this tutorial was helpful. So please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you just come across my channel, do well to subscribe and please share this so that others can see and learn. So I'll place the front pattern. I will fold my Mikado fabric like so. I'll place the front pattern on it. So I'll make sure that I give it space so that I can be able to mark my seam allowances. Okay, so I will use my pin to pin down my pattern down. So I'll also pin the third piece. Okay, like so. Super easy. Then I'll start marking my seam allowance at the center front. I will mark it to the hip of my front pattern. So then I'll use my ruler to connect the dots. Okay, because our seam allowance needs to be straight. So you do this. So I'll also go to the other side. I also mark half inches because we are going to be joining the fabric by half inches. Okay, at the center front. Okay, so I will do the same The same to the other side of my pattern piece. So I'll use a straight line to rule it out. I am Delicious Favor, your online sewing tutor. Okay, so do well to give this video a big thumbs up if you like this video. Okay, so I'll also mark ½ inch to the second piece of my fabric on my front pattern. I'll mark ½ inch like so. So I will just use my French curve to connect that curve. That's my bust area. I'll use my French curve to connect it like so. Okay, so you see how it is. So I'll mark ½ inch at the hem of my front pattern. I'll mark ½ inch. Connect it like so. So at the side front, I'll put my seam allowance of 1.5 inches and connect it to the waist like so. So after connecting, also I'll shift it down and put my back pattern, pin down my back pattern on the fabric like so. So I'm pinning it down. I'll mark 1 inch for my zip allowance at the back pattern. I'll mark it all the way to the hip like so. Then I'll use my ruler to rule the zipper line like so. I'll cut out the darts, the front pattern dart, so I can be able to mark it to my fabric, so it will be easy for me to mark to my fabric. So this is me marking my darts to my fabric like so. Okay, so I'll also mark 1.5 inches as the seam allowance. Okay, then I'll mark ½ inch at the hem of my back pattern. So after marking that, I will use my ruler to rule with a straight line. Please, I hope you find this tutorial helpful. Let me know if this tutorial was helpful. You can also ask questions if you don't understand. I will cut out my back fabric, okay, like so. I've already cut out my back fabric, so I'll start cutting out the front pattern like so. So I'll make sure you hold it with your hand, then you start cutting gently. Okay, so you cut in between that chalk line. So if you found this tutorial helpful, just comment helpful in the comment section, or you can just simply say thank you in the comment section to appreciate my work. Okay, so please give this video a big thumbs up and share so that others can see and learn. So this is me cutting out the fabric pattern like so. I've already cut out my pattern, the back, the front and the back pattern. So cut the plated skirt. So I'll fold my fabric into the longer part into so many pieces like so. Then I'll mark 20 inches. That's the length of my plated skirt pattern. So I'll cut it out. So this is me cutting out the skirt pattern. Then for the collar, I'll fold my fabric in a triangular form. Then I'll place my front dress pattern after sewing the dress. So make sure you sew the front and the back piece at the shoulder side. Then you now mark this neckline like so. So I will go down by 5 inches, okay, like so. So after connecting, I'll just connect it like so. This is how to connect your your Peter Pan collar. Okay, then you cut out the collar. It's super easy. Okay, so you cut it out like so. So I'll also I will cut out the center front, because that's supposed to be the center front. I'll cut it out like so. Okay, so this is the collars. These are it should be on the dress after you sew it. Okay, so now I'll just notch the middle, so that I'll know the center front, so that I will not make mistake. All right, so you also mark out the upper part. That's where we sit at the neckline. It will sit at the neckline like so. So I'll cut it out. So I'll mark ½ inch, because I'll be sewing on ½ inch or 1/4 of an inch. This is how it works. I will mark it like so. So I'll be sewing this part and this part. I'll be sewing the center front, then the hem of my collar, I'll be sewing it, and the side. To cut the bow, I'll fold my fabric into 2, then I'll mark 12 inches as the width, then 10 inches as the length, like so. Then I'll mark it out. So after marking, I will cut out the first bow. So I'll use this bow to cut out the second bow. Okay, so I'll cut it out like so. It's super easy. I'll use it to cut the second bow. So these are the bow will look like. Okay, that it will look like. So for the smaller bow, I'll mark 10 inches as the width, then 8.5 inches as the length of the second bow. I will cut it out like so for the smaller bow. Okay, because it's 2 bow that is on the bust area. So I'll use the bow to cut out the second bow. I will cut it out like so. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell to get you notified when I'm posting new tutorials. And you can also check out my other tutorials in my channel. Okay, so this is the smaller bow. I'll place the smaller bow on the bigger bow like so. So this is the 2 bow. So I'll place it. To cut the bow tie, I'll fold my fabric into 2, so, like so. Then I'll just cut it. This is 2.5 inches. Okay, so I cut a long piece. So I'll use this to cut another piece. So I'll use this to cut another piece. Okay. So thanks for watching, and give this video a big thumbs up. So you can also check out the sewing tutorial of this dress. All right, so you can also share this tutorial. So here is all my piece. I've already cut that out. Then I'll use my bow tie to tie my bow. So thanks for watching. Bye.